Ladies and gentlemen, it's hammer time. What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Skid Reviews, and today we're going to be doing a review of Thor Ragnarok. Now, we just came back from watching the new Thor Ragnarok movie, and if you watched our previous video, our preview video for Thor Ragnarok, then you guys would know that our expectations from this movie were very simple. We wanted this movie to be funny because we knew that Taika Waititi was going to direct it, and Taika Waititi is a comedic genius. He is the same guy who directed The Hunt for the Wilder People and What We Do in the Shadows, two of the funniest movies that we have seen in quite some time. So we knew this was going to be funny. We hoped that it was going to be fun, and we expected a little bit of the epicness, if I can say, that is associated with a character like or associated with the mythology of a character like Thor. And boy, oh boy, did this movie deliver. We didn't expect Thor Ragnarok to be the best superhero movie, or to be the best movie of the year, or to, pose difficult questions. But Thor Ragnarok is a movie that has succeeded in doing what it set out to do, and which was to provide a fun ride with excitement and with a whole lot of humor. It was joke after joke after joke, and yes, sometimes it got a little bit too much, but it was so much fun. I was laughing the whole time. And in the end, that's what these movies are all about, isn't it? It's about having a good time. It's about providing you with fun and excitement and just having fun, having a fun ride with the movie. And Thor Ragnarok succeeded in doing that in a brilliant way. Enough jibber jabber, let's get straight into the review of Thor Ragnarok. The most riotously enjoyable Marvel movie yet, Thor Ragnarok benefits hugely from Marvel's decision to let wacky New Zealand filmmaker Taika Waititi loose with the characters. In many ways, this film has the same comical sensibilities as his classics like What We Do in the Shadows and Hunt for the Wilder People, except on a much larger scale with massive special effects. Ragnarok is a prophecy about the end of times, specifically the death of King Odin, played by Anthony Hopkins, and the destruction of Asgard. And this has just been triggered, stopping Odin's sons Thor, played by Chris Hemsworth, and Loki, played by Tom Hiddleston, in their tracks with some shocking news about their own family. While the plot is fairly standard for these kinds of films, Waititi directs it in an unusually loose style, infusing all of the interaction with hilariously offhanded comedy from start to finish. This means that even the most intense scenes have a strong dose of refreshing silliness to balance the relentless hand-to-hand violence. The big battles are produced in eye-popping ways with colorful effects and outrageous stunt work, but they're all somewhat exhausting simply because the outcome is never remotely in doubt. Thankfully, the characters are so strong that we are completely gripped. It's great to see Hemsworth and Hiddleston play much more engagingly with Thor and Loki's strained sibling rivalry. Meanwhile, Mark Ruffalo brings the Hulk to life with more personality than we've seen before. Also, for comedic value, it's hard to beat Jeff Goldblum and Taika Waititi himself as the rock beast Korg. But it's the women who steal the show. Cate Blanchett is snaky and vicious, impossible to look away from, while Tessa Thompson creates one of Marvel's feistiest, most likable heroes. There are also a lot of great cameos along the way, which I won't spoil here, but believe you me, they are freaking awesome. If there are any negatives that I can point to in Thor Ragnarok, it would be the oversimplistic plotline and the possibility of overdosing on the silliness of all the antics. However, while there's never any worry about where the story is heading, it's an almost criminal amount of fun while it lasts. The biggest problem with the previous Thor films is they never truly embraced the true spectacle and wonder of his world. Clearly emboldened by the success of the Guardians of the Galaxy series, Marvel executives were willing to be a lot more daring for the third film. With director Taika Waititi, Marvel finally has the kind of filmmaker eager to show how much fun Thor can be without Captain America or Iron Man. The result? One of those amazing, memorable spectacles that proves why Marvel is the best at what they do. So there you go, that was our review of Thor Ragnarok. The thing is, the whole MCU is building towards Infinity War now, and Infinity War is going to be a major, serious event. So before Infinity War, of course, we do have movies like Black Panther to go through, and Black Panther, I think, is going to be a little bit more serious, going to have a little bit more serious tone to it. So it's great. You know, Thor Ragnarok is kind of a breather. It's relaxation mode on when you watch this movie, so that, you know, you're all loosened up for all the serious, heavy things that are going to happen in probably Black Panther, and also, of course, in Infinity War. What did you guys think about Thor Ragnarok? Let us know in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you have as much fun as we did? Or did you think that the jokes were a bit too much? Or that there were too many jokes, in fact? And did the simplistic plotline bother you at all? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more content, please do leave a like, and perhaps you can consider subscribing to our channel. It's free, it takes only a second, and it helps us out a lot. So yeah, until next time, I will see ya.